Good morning everyone and welcome back. I've made a little bit of a rookie mistake this morning. I didn't shut the seal on the vat properly, so there's a bit of a gap in here and it is draining milk. Oh look, when I do that it comes out pretty quick, so it's draining out of there, but I'll put a bucket under there to catch it. So that was probably 10 or 15 minutes ago, so it is a bit of a slow leak. I actually had the same thing happen last year, so I know exactly what to do as soon as I realised, because this drain here goes through the pit, so I've seen a little bit of milk coming out down the bottom of the pit there, and I came out and had a look. But I've rung Fonterra. I rang them about half an hour ago and they were going to schedule a tanker, and we're only a couple of minutes from the Taumudu factory, or where the tanker base is, so they're going to send one out to grab this vat load. We are on every second day pickup and we got picked up last night. So we'll grab this and then I'm not sure when we'll get picked up next, but it doesn't really matter. It is coming out pretty slowly, but yeah, we don't want it to be like that all day. Great timing.
Seal seems to be grabbing for some reason, so
yeah, I definitely have to watch it. Well, maybe a new one's the way to go. Is that the tank? Oh no. Is there like a tanker load one of these, or do you just do individually?
that one there,
Yeah.
that one there's that's a sample that comes with every farm that we pick up.
Right, okay.
So that's everyone's farms inside there.
And what's the other two then?
The other two is those are samples done for your loads only, just for yours.
Yeah. Okay.
So this is your farm, that's another farm, and that's another farm.
Oh yeah.
But that one there is all of the farms together.
Oh yeah.
So then what happens now is that we've got to test it. And it tells us, sits in there and we test it. And then when we go and do the test back at the depot, it tells us whether it's good or not.
So you're full now?
Yeah, I'm full now.
Oh yeah.
And we're roughly probably about 25 grand on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So then we've got to test this. Yeah. So this is everyone's farms in this little room.
Oh yeah.
Inside there, close that up, close that, and that'll go for 9 minutes and we'll test it.
Oh, so you just do it while you're driving?
Yep, it'll just go while it's driving, then I'll stop at the yard, put it in there, incubator, and then it'll punch in the number and it'll tell me whether it's a pass or fail.
Oh yeah. You wouldn't get many fail, would you?
Well, we do get a few.
Oh yeah.
We do get a couple of fails, and then we've got to do it again. And if it fails again, then we've got to take one from the truck, one from the trailer.
Oh, true.
Individual test.
Oh yeah.
We do get it every now and then.
What would it fail on, like antibiotics?
Yeah, fails on if you sit there, there's something else in the milk,
Ah,
so
okay.
you can't pump it in. Or there's very rarely they got penicillin inside it.
So if your trailer passed and your truck didn't, could you pump your trailer in?
Would you pump the trailer?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but we can't pump the truck. But normally it usually works out that they'll both will go down. It's not too bad, but then if we can't unload it, then we usually got to go out to a calf rearing place.
Oh, true. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Still get paid.
Yeah,
we still get paid.
Yeah.
But then they've lost all that milk, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so
very
it's
interesting.
a lot of process.
Yeah, exactly. Awesome. Thanks for
Okay,
that.
no worries, eh?
See ya. All gone. So there's a little bit of ice on the bottom here. That's what it looks like. So that'll just melt away over the next couple of hours. Or if you put a wash through, that'd go pretty quickly too. Went in the truck this morning at 4.5 degrees, where normally it sits at about 5.5. So a little bit colder than normal. Maybe that's why there's a little bit more ice there. The chiller was probably going as well. A little bit of an update down at the calf sheds though, and I've sorted my gate out in here. I had to get a 13 footer to go across there, which actually fit perfectly. Then I've moved this lot of 12 in here, and this is their new home, so it is pretty handy having 36 just along here. It's always the same story though, eh? When you build a shed, you always build them too small. And don't get me wrong, it is a massive improvement to what was there, or the old cow shed. It's so much better having more space now. Probably would have been better to maybe go on a few more bays, but then again we were also limited. We couldn't go that way too far because of the road, and to get it signed off, it was going where the existing structure was. We couldn't go a lot bigger, so it is good and it's definitely helpful. But another set of 3 bays, or having 6 or 7 calf bays, would have been awesome. And one thing I definitely regret is making these 4.2 meters. We probably should have gone 4.5. It's only 300 mils, but I think it all makes a difference. So that's one thing I would do again. It works good how it is, and the other shed, if we can extend that, that will be ideal. We're definitely looking at it. After having nothing for a week, but 3 today, which is good. And I've had 7 over the last couple of days, which is a good chunk of them. There must be about 20, late 20s to calve now. Don't think she's calved yet, neither's she, but she looks very close as well. Here's one of them. There's another one there. Yeah. You think it's calved? I'm not sure if she has calved or she is calving. What do you think? Yeah, there could be another calf sitting in the grass. They do wander off and go and hide in the tall grass. There it is, right there. Ball's better than 3. There's 26 left in the heifer mob, and that's including 2 empties, so 24 to go. It's pretty much exactly 3 weeks since we started mating to them. So in the first cycle, we've had 2/3 of them calve, or roughly 2/3. I think it's just a little bit under, which isn't too bad. I think that's pretty good. Just the earlier they calve, the more chance they have in getting in calf again this following season. So there's a lot there that look close as well. There's only 3 cows to go along with them. Bit on the slow side, but we are getting there. We're up to about 190 at the moment, so not far off that 2/3. It is a beautiful day though. The sun is out. It is cold though, very nippy. That wind has got a little bit of a bite to it, but oh, it's so good to see the sun. It has been rather wet over the last week and pretty dreary, but this is much better. One of those cows actually had mastitis. I think that's the first one so far that's come in with it that we've had to treat. I am treating a few at the moment that have picked it up, but that's the first one from its first milking. Look at this. Look at that. The cream line is right there. All of that is cream and that's milk. Pretty thick. You've got to really give it a bit of a stir. I actually took the cream off it, or in a jug before this, and put it in another one because it's here almost a little bit too thick. Oh, so good. Just what I need. I'll tell you what else is good is having the Olympics on though. It is so cool to watch them at night. We don't get them till about 7:30, the sort of events start here. I was watching last night. We did fairly well in the rowing. We got a gold in the double sculls, the women's double sculls. They did real well. They just beat Romania. Then we got a silver in the men's 4 and a bronze in the women's 4. And one of the women in that, his sister, won the gold. So yeah, very cool. I was also watching the triathlon the other night. The New Zealander in it, Hayden Wild, I think his name is. It was absolutely heartbreaking. He sort of pushed ahead on the run and he was like 15 seconds ahead of Great Britain. And then, yeah, he couldn't quite get there in the end and picked up the silver, but awesome achievement. And then I think there's a couple more finals are rowing on tonight. We've got the Emma Twigg, who she's probably a hot favourite for the single scull. And then we've also got a men's single sculler too, who's doing all right as well. So maybe we'll get a couple more medals, hopefully. When I was at high school, I used to do claybird shooting, and in our team we had Owen Robinson, who is shooting at the Olympics. Well, he has just shot, and unfortunately he missed out on the final. He got 11th, which was pretty bloody good. So that's his first time, and hopefully he'll be back and get a medal in the future. Definitely a bit of an exciting prospect there. See if I can start this tractor. I haven't had it running in a while, so hopefully it starts. It's pretty trusty. Well, the lights come on, so that's a good start. That is one beast of a tractor, that one. It just doesn't use oil, just runs all the time. Started first go after probably not having run for, jeepers, maybe 5 weeks, maybe longer, 6 weeks. They don't make them like they used to. Well, there's a bit of grass in here, which is nice to see. I haven't grazed this paddock all winter, or since I dried the cows off. And I'm gonna have to send the milkers down here. I'm probably gonna get 3 days out of it. I'm running out of grass up on the top country. What we're gonna have to do probably tomorrow is draft all the, or anything that's not 2 and 3 years old out of the milking herd, and I'm gonna bring them down here. And that's why I also wanted to start that tractor, because I'll be starting to feed maize out to them as well. This has got a blocked culvert in there. Wait for the water to go down a little bit before I can get to it. The weather actually looks good for the next 10 days. It looks like it's going to be fairly dry. But you can see it just sitting in the paddock there. Like, you can see how wet it's been. Speaking of milking cows, these girls shouldn't be on here. They also shouldn't be up there by the trees, so they've broken through. I don't know why they'd be in this half though, because they should have just broken through that way. So that wire fence must be down. Jeepers, it's down big time. Look at this. What an absolute mess. Far out. They should go out of here, all right? Come on, away we go. Away we go. Come on. There's the culprit. One of these, or a few of these cows would have followed that, would have gone under the fence like that. Like that. Everything's all back in now, but the trouble was that the milking cows had to walk past the calving cows, which is sort of next door, and they picked up that calf along the way. I thought that might happen because we couldn't find a calf this morning from those calved cows, and we thought, oh, we'll just get it this afternoon. We don't really want to disturb them once they're in the paddock, but yeah, there's just a couple of heifers that wanted to follow it, even through fence with good power on it. Haven't had that happen in a while. But all sorted now, looks like they're staying in. But that will pretty much do it for this video, guys. So thanks for watching, and apart from that, see you next time.